Hey guys, it's Raven Scry. Today I went for a nice walk in the forest, and often there's amazing bird action, but there's been a lot of birds today, a lot of different birds coming in. But in particular, I came across a huge group of black cockatoos, and I find them to be very majestic, special, sacred, magical birds. And often when I go for a walk, I'll see one or two flying by, and I feel like that's really special. But today I walked into like a humongous amount of them, and they were just all making noise and flying and, talking and eating, and it was just very special. And I feel like I got a real sense of community, of their community today. And rather than being separate, it's just like this coming together. And I feel like it's perhaps quite auspicious for today and where we're moving into. And so that was quite a lovely experience to have this morning. Now, I have a couple of things to share today. The first thing was a reflection in regards to some readings that I did prior. And this is around September, October, I think. And it was the time that I was coming across that was this strange time. And it was pointed out that this could be an area of potential drops in the market. And that was in March. But it looks as though we didn't really have any massive significant drops. So the prediction for March along the timeline didn't show us a major crash. It maybe showed some decent pullbacks in a couple of areas, but no crash. So humbly I say, it looks like I was either out with my timeline or the variables shifted. And it seems to be the case. Often the way Spirit shows me things, they flick between 1, 2, 3, like they go between versions of reality that can take place. And particularly with this market, it's very tricky. So that's why I don't try and pinpoint times and days, because they can be out. So with all that said, I'm going to move back to this energy that I felt. And in particular, this energy in the readings, in the past readings, came up in particular for a few cryptos. And I've just been reflecting on that as an interesting thing, because when I moved through into March, it was like this open spirit, expanded energy that suddenly came in and somewhat blended almost with some of my other world predictions. So I was kind of getting a bit of a mix of world events and things that were taking place on another plane, but also this heightened spirit energy. So it's like a spirit pointing out a time period around this time and the spirit world, what's going on there, but also this heightened place we're moving into. So it's like different layers that have been coming through around this time. But the cryptos that I was shown this particular energy was BNB, Binance Coin, and also Litecoin. And I think from memory there was a similar energy with Cardano. Now, those three, there was not others necessarily that had that same energy. Now, in reflection, I was thinking about BNB, and I was thinking, oh wow, how much BNB has moved recently. I feel like Spirit was showing me the nature of this expanded state of movement within it. And I feel as though Litecoin is similar. So I'm almost reminded to make sure I've got some Litecoin. And Cardano had a similar energy, but it wasn't to as much of a degree. So I feel as though I'm just being reminded to have enough Litecoin for now, because it may do some crazy heightened things along with its friend BNB. And I find it interesting too, because just before BNB started to move, I think it was a few months ago, I was walking down the road, and I think it was at about $30 or something, and it was stagnating a little. And I was like, oh yeah. And I kind of moved mine along, and the things we do. And as I was walking, a car came down my street, and its number plate was BNB 101. And I looked at it and I'm like, oh, of course, of course it's, spirits communicating about BNB. But at that time, I was so overwhelmed with all the crypto information and so many symbols and things flying in from everywhere, and I just was like, okay, whatever, moved it along. But then within the next few days, BNB started on its tear, and look at it now. So I just think that's a little lesson for me to listen. So this is obviously not financial advice, but personally, I'm going to stock up on some Litecoin. Now, Spirit also keeps reminding me about Zill, and quite a few people are asking me, is it too late to get Zill? And I certainly think it's not too late. Again, it's not financial advice, but Zill is waiting for those people to join its train before it leaves the station. So if you haven't got any, I'd be getting some soon. Now, there's been a bit more about Zill coming in too, but I'll save that for another video because I don't want to take too much of your time, guys. And one other thing I just wanted to mention before I go today, just came into my path, someone talking about the Brave browser, which you can get for the internet. And I just thought it was pretty cool. Basically, you can download the Brave browser onto your computer. I'm told it's quite a secure browser. But if you use the browser, then as you're using the internet, you earn free basic attention token, so BAT. I just thought that was quite cool, so I just thought I'd share for those of you who don't know about it, to just, as you're surfing the net, be earning some free tokens. Okay, guys, as usual, if you feel to share anything or reflect anything from today's video, please do so in the comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share the videos if you feel to. That would be really appreciated for the growth of the channel. Okay, guys, take care and enjoy the wild ride. Raven Scry signing off.